Coach, you fall behind 5-0 early in the game. They're able to get a big inning with 4 runs there. Garrett Hill just doesn't have it for you. But how are you guys able to bite to battle back and find a way to get a victory tonight?
Well, I think we've been talking about how young we are, how inexperienced it is, and we're starting to grow up. And I think we saw our program grow a little bit tonight. I think in the past, getting down 4 runs or 5 runs, we would have hurry up at bats, panicked at bats, emergency swings. I think tonight what we did a great job, especially the bottom of our order, is they managed their at bats. They didn't try to create anything. They let the game come to them, and it equated to a couple runs. We made it 5-2, and then all of a sudden we explode for 4 more runs in the next inning, or 5 more runs in the next inning. And again, it was based on the fact that our younger guys, our more inexperienced guys, managed their at-bats, and it kind of created some momentum for the rest of the group. Once we gained the lead, our immaturity set in again. We started trying to do too much. We threw away some at-bats and didn't put a whole lot of pressure on their program, so we had to grind out a victory out of the bullpen tonight.
This group, how do you kind of use this game going forward? Is this a game you can point back to at times, if you're getting behind early?
It sounds funny, but this can be a big turning point for us. We hadn't won 4 games in a row all season, and this is the 4th game in a row of the week that we've won, and so we've been talking about it for, even going into the series, is that, hey, guys, you understand our record and how we're losing games is speaks volumes to how immature we are. We kind of get on a little bit of a run. We relax mentally. We're not mentally tough enough to kind of catch up, and also we lose that 4th game. Hadn't done it all year, and this is the first time all year. So it's kind of a little bit of a turning point for us. Hopefully it can propel us into a good stretch run, the last, whatever it is, 14 games of the season. And so we'll see kind of how that pans out. But it was a great win for us. It was a very important win for us tonight to get the 4th win in a row of the week. So hopefully we can, like I said, propel it to the next the stretch run.
Does it make you feel like this team is on an upward trajectory right now?
It's hard for me to say, again, because we are, I think we're playing really good baseball right now, and so you'd like to say that, but I don't also want to give them the kiss of death, right? And so I feel like this was a landmark victory for this season, is that, we can point back to this, and hopefully it'll get us going, the rest of the season.
During that big inning that you guys score 5 runs, you tie the game on a Chad Bible RBI 2-run double. I know it always makes you smile a little bit more when you see him, come through. What's it been like having him back this season, being able to play full time and being able to get the at-bats like you get from him today, 3 hits and 2 RBIs there?
He's done a great job for us all season long. I think he's one of the leaders in the conference in RBIs and home runs. And we also moved him down the lineup to really benefit from, kind of the middle of our lineup getting on base. And so he's really taken advantage of that, driving in runs. And sitting there in the 7-hole, it's kind of unusual for a guy with that type of offensive ability to hit that low. But we kind of shook up the lineup about 3 weeks ago, and it's starting to work for us. And he's getting a ton of opportunities with men on base. And it was funny, during that at-bat, the first pitch, he kind of felt like it was a ball. You could see right away that, and I called timeout, and I said, hey, you need to let that one go. This is a big at-bat. And I said, the pressure's on the mound. And what's so cool about that is that at that moment, he smiled. And so he's enjoying every opportunity he gets because, what he had to go through last year. He just smiling, kind of that little wry smile, and said, all right, yeah, you're right. And he goes double right on the next pitch. So it makes me look like a genius because I called timeout. But he's a joy to have in our program, and he's making a difference every day just by his leadership and everything.
Yeah, what else does he bring to the team besides the bat and the RBIs? What does he bring in the clubhouse, in the dugout?
Well, a passion for the game, an unbridled passion, just because I think he knows what he lost last year. He didn't get to play but about 9 games last year, and he brings that, and so. He doesn't take anything, this for granted at all, and he reminds our kids every single day what an unbelievable and how lucky they are and what an unbelievable opportunity they have every single day playing the game of college baseball.
Your bullpen today comes in some tight situations. Adrian Marduino coming in, getting with the bases loaded, getting a big ground out there, and then David Hensley coming in, giving you 2 innings. How have you been able to mix and match some of the arms? Casey Schmidt, with a 0.39 ERA, I think. A couple guys that are fielders for you as well that you're using out of the bullpen.
Well, It was by design. You know, we've been training these guys all year to pitch in those moments, and we didn't use David or Casey a bunch in the early part of the year because we felt like our pitching staff was kind of set up, and then we had some injuries, some guys go down, some bad pitching performances, and we also taxed the heck out of our bullpen early in the year, and so all of a sudden they started getting more opportunities. And David's tonight was really cool about David is right after the 8th inning, our plan was to put Casey in to close the game. And David came off the field and said, "I want the ball in the 9th." And of course, you're going to give him the ball because that's the right mindset you want. Say, "I want to finish this," and it's the longest outing he's had, I think, in his career here. And so we were a little nervous doing it, but at the same time, when a guy expresses that type of want, you give it to him, and he won the game for us.